Any familiar with this system at all?
Not this particular one, no.
All right. Yes. This is your fire alarm panel. This is a full voice evacuation system as well. Anywhere there's speakers in the building, you can talk to each speaker. So all 14 floors, if you have to do personal or even floor evacuation at a time, you can do that. This is your PMI screen here. This is where all your information on the system is going to be shown. Alarms, supervisories, which and your troubles are going to be all displayed on here. Anything that's connected to this system will display on this system. Everything's self-descripted. Everything has a number. Anything that goes on here, you'll know the information on this screen. You actually see. You'll see you have alarms categories, supervisory categories, and your troubles. Right now we have a few troubles on here. That's not a big deal, they're working on. When you have new trouble come in, you'll have an exclamation point next to it. You'll tell you extended power main panel number 2. Fully descripted, you can even hit more info and it'll tell you the number. Also, the number will be displayed here on these dials. If everything that's on this system is fully descriptive. When you have an explanation next to your trouble or supervisory alarm, that means it's new. Once you acknowledge, it goes to a check mark. That check mark means that you came to the system, you saw it, you acknowledge that it's there, so now the system knows that you know that you saw that. We'll stop beeping. When say that trouble, miraculously fix itself, you notice it'll say out on the trouble now. That means it's not there anymore. The same thing, since there's any change of state, you have to acknowledge it. Once you reset it, you notice there's trouble to disappear. Clean out the system. Anytime there's a change of state, you have to acknowledge it. Even when there's an alarm's gonna come in, you have to acknowledge the alarm. Have you noticed every time I'm touching buttons, the green changes? The green means that button's enabled to be used. Since it's not, you can't use it, nothing's gonna happen.
Kind of foolproof.
Yes.
Can't mess something up.
They try to make it as self-secure as possible. Same situation, you have all these exclamations, they're good. And that applies to alarms and supervisories. Over here you have your microphone, and then above your microphone you have your options. All call, that'll be able, so you can page all the floors, all the mechanical rooms, the elevator, mechanical rooms, all that. Then you have a select evac. Oh, let's see now how they cleaned out the duct detector. Trouble came out. That's off the list. And then you have your all evac. What that's going to do, say there's a situation in the building and the system, it's not quite a fire alarm, but pipe got broke or something smoldering didn't quite catch on fire and everything like that. You would hit that button and it would tell the whole building to get out. You have your all alert. Say there's a situation where it's not quite emergency, but you might have to evacuate the building. Say a piece of equipment went down, anything like that. You would hit all alert and that would say, attention, there's a situation in the building. You don't have to evacuate. We're going to further investigate, but please be aware that there's an issue going on in the building. Then you also have your selected page. You would select that button. You could even pick out a floor. You can just pick fourth floor, and then you cue your mic. You see how it has pre-announced tone? Once it says ready to page, you'll be able to talk into your microphone. That won't happen unless you cue your mic. Once you're done, it turns right off. See how it's still blinking? You still have that floor enabled. Simple select, and it'll turn off. That same applies for a select evac and select alert. You would hit these buttons, and any floor I would hit, that evacuation message would go just to that floor. Now with this situation here, these buildings, so you have your stairwells are on here, your elevators are on here. And fire alarm, your stairwells don't go off, but you can still page your stairwell. Just in case, like say there's a mass shooter, you put everyone in the staircase. You come here, hey, we're clear, whatever. Just so you know, let everyone know that they're safe or not. These are all your buttons for your floors, your elevators, your fire phones, which would be this device here. When you want to disarm something in the building, you have the enter menu and your function keys, and all your disarms will be here. You have a few of them, but when you disarm something, you would hit your X button, you would execute it, and now that you have something disabled on your system, it's going to say, hey, you took something out on purpose. At any time there's a change of state on this system, it'll tell you. It'll say, Wexford Drexel, there's a disarm. It'll tell you the building speaker strobes are disarmed. And it will not say the system falls, resets, it'll still be there. The only way to turn it back off, you go back to your function keys, you select it again, execute it. Now that we took it back out, your disable button's gone. Let's say there's a change of state. You still have to acknowledge it. Now it says out, meaning it disappeared. You reset. It's off the list. Anything that comes in and out of the system, you can reset it. Long as it says out, it's cleared. There is an option where if you want self-restoring troubles, say if trouble comes in and it clears, it'll automatically wipe off. But people like to see things come in and out so they know when things are clear. Just in case you want to keep a pattern of, say, if you have a ground fault, every time like a door opens up, it hits a wire. It's easier to keep a pattern that way when you know things come in and out. Or when you know like HVAC's running, you can find something. So that's the best part, how this system is fully self-aware. You can track things down a lot easier. And like I said, every smoke detector, pull station, duct detector, and relay has a number to it and a description. So everything attaches self-descriptive. You also have your fire phones. These are also your field fire phones here. In this building, all your passenger elevator lobbies and your freight elevator lobbies and your stairwells will have a connection. You'll see a little silver plate. They'll have a phone symbol on it. What they do is it say there's an issue, they want to go investigate it, and you want to keep someone here just in case that they need to evacuate. They hit that button and go. How you doing?
Good. Is this the fire command center?
Yes.
This is where we're meeting at 9 for the lighting meeting.
Correct.
That's not what you're doing now.
No, just
Okay.
the fire alarm at the moment.
This is a fire alarm. All right, I'll be back at 9. Just
All right,
wanted to
no
know where
worries.
we're meeting. Thanks. Yeah, that's it.
So when you find those jacks, simply plug it in. It'll come up here, start beeping, and then your stairwell or your elevator lobby phone will start lighting up. And it's simple. You pick your phone up, you select the phone it's coming from, you hit your black button here, and you're able to talk to them. You have clear communication between those two spots. They come in handy because if you don't have many people on site, you can send a guy to investigate and one here to make sure the panel is still in normal condition. All of our equipment has the same key. It's called a T45 key. You'll get some more of these towards the end of the project. We have a couple. Here we have one here. I hate these keys. There we go. You can have that if you want. Anybody? There you go. Now this would be your dialer up here. That's what sends all your communication information to your monitoring company. If that goes down, you'll have a trouble on here stating that you lost message transformation or message transfer. That'd be for your dialer. You would say dialer not receiving information. You know, anything that's connected to self-aware, which is great. This is the internals of your system. These would be all your cards, your voice cards, and your power supplies down here, and your backup battery is on the bottom. Even though you have a generator, say your generator fails, you still have 55 amp hour batteries just to maintain the system if needed. And if batteries go bad, the system will tell you. Even if there's a ground fault or a trouble, an open, a short, all these cards have your LEDs right here that'll glow on incident. It's like this card here, it has trouble on it and there's a ground fault, LED will glow and let you know that it's dedicated to that card. And it will also display on your main screen. Throughout your building, you have these power supplies. These are what all your strobes are connected to. With these, it kind of stinks, but you get a general trouble signal. You have to go to the unit to find out what exactly the trouble is. With this, you'll notice you have all your LEDs up here. All those LEDs represent a certain issue. Your green light here, that'll be your power light. Your second light right here, it'll say GND for ground reference. Anytime there's that issue, it'll glow. Right here, you have your 4 that are clustered together. That's your 4 outputs right here. Anytime, like say, one broke, got wet, got smashed from moving equipment, it could be anything. It'll display. You notice now you have a flashing light. That means you have an open on circuit 4. Since there's a change of state, the system's going to know about it. You acknowledge it and keep it quiet. Since that pad's in trouble, you'll notice that it's on loop 1, device 83, pad 4 trouble, first floor electrical room 1-2. You hit more info, it'll tell you what device type it is, its number, what time it came in, and a quick description of what it is. And it'll say trouble caused an input, meaning that now that device is in trouble, it's inputting to let you know that something's wrong. You look closely, now you notice those lights are blinking. And say if the issue does fix itself, it'll self-clear. Put down, put this back in. Now that that is all back to normal, change the state, the system will let you know. Now see trouble's out, reset. Now it's disappeared. Also with these, when they're being activated, those 4 lights will also glow as well. Then you have one more down here, that'll be your BAT for your batteries. Since they're good battery, it's not glowing. And then you have this one steady light back here. That's for your aux power, which is coming off this stub. That's letting you know that this board is producing 24 volts. And if that light goes out, that means you're blowing the board. But since that light's lit, it says it's 24 volts provided. You can use that for door holders, power duct detectors, anything that needs 24 volts. And it's monitored. If that light goes out, system will be in trouble and you know. Also, you have your stairwell pressurization panel right here as well. How it's set in the building, any alarm will activate those stair fans. All these LEDs will tell you the exact situation that the system is in. Your fans are in normal position, so your normal LED will be displayed. You have an on, off, and a fault. Anytime those fans are in trouble, these lights will glow amber to let you know that that fan is in trouble. If it's on, it'll be green, and red to be off. Say there's a situation where that didn't trigger, but you want to blow out the stairwells anyways, you can actually do a manual override. And as simple as that, sorry. Put the key in. Man, I hate these new keys, they're so tight. This system will kick on no matter what unless it's disabled or manually turned off. Once that key's engaged, now you have full control physically on what to do on that smoke control panel. Now that the key is on, it'll tell you manual override is on for your smoke control. Even though you can turn these on, to let you know that you turn SPA8 on. And with these stairwells, each stairwell has a airflow pressure sensor. So once those sensors come up to certain air pressure, then that will confirm that your fan will be coming on soon. Unless everyone has the doors open, it takes a while. You can do a lamp test just in case. Now with these stairwells, there's dedicated duct detectors on the roof for each stairwell. Say that they're blowing in fresh air to keep the smoke out, but there's a fire on the roof and that duct detector goes off, that'll override and shut the system down so they don't push smoke into the stairwell as well. Turn 9 on as well. Display are off. Do you know they have the doors open on the stairwell? Every time you turn the fan off, on, those messages will display on here to let you know that even if you turn it off, the override key off, you go to reset, you think you're done, that'll let you know that you still have 9 turned on. Oh man, I forgot. Turn the switch. So you know that it cleared. But the functionality won't happen unless you have the key in when you do a manual activation. This is actually your main node. On floors 8 and 14, you'll have another panel, but it won't have this screen on it. They're called transponder panels, but they'll still have all the internals that you see here as well. All those cards are connected to the screen as well. Like I said before, anything connected in any way will display in the screen to let you know there's an issue or not. These symbols are pretty self-explanatory. A lot of people get excited if you just calm down and read it. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do all the time. All these buttons, like I said, if it's not lit, it won't work. Say you have a trouble in your speakers on the 5th floor. These lights will glow amber to let you know that there's a trouble. Green is good, and red they're being activated. These display all your elevator telephones, all your stairwell telephones, your elevator lobby telephones. Your elevator speakers are also on here labeled as well. They'll be also labeled on your screen as well. Even if you have a bad power supply, you'll notice that you have a power here, module fail, CAN fail, HNet fail would be your communication. Your CAN will be all your voice related components. You have a ground fault lit as well. So say if there's a ground fault on this panel, it'll light up here and also here, but that'll help you identify that it's just local to this panel, not out in the field. If you have a ground fault on a card, that means that the ground fault is located somewhere out in the field. So that's how you'll be able to differ where it is. This is your dialer here. We put a spare piece here, and there's also a piece of paper on the wall there for the network, the phone number, the account, and the password if you ever have to put the system on test. If there's any construction or anybody's working in the building, you should always put the system on test and call Philly. Because if, sometimes people walking by, they hear the noise, they call. And if you call Philly, you'll avoid false alarm, things like that. If you ever have issues, we have a Siemens sticker here. If you ever need to call as well. Trying to see what else. You have your RAF system over there. That's connected to all the lobbies as well, but that's for a different situation. They don't interfere at all. So if you're talking to that, you're not gonna be able to talk to here. But you can talk them both at the same time, they're just not interconnected. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the system is pretty self-explanatory, very user-friendly. All your wires are labeled, so if they're going anywhere, you know where they're going. This will be your dialer module. This is what converts our information to the wireless dialer. Say if this goes in trouble, same thing, it's displayed on the screen. That's pretty much it. You have any questions for me? Anything you want me to go over twice?
He's got it all in the video too, so we can get a hold of that. And we can hold
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, a lot of the times you're never really going to use this system. A lot of people that do acknowledge it, you reset, things like that. If the issue continues, then you make your phone calls. But a lot of people actually use the microphone. You want me to go over that?
Yeah.
All right. Now with this microphone, you can pull it away, and then you have your all call, your all evac, and your all alert. Your all call, that's to be able to page for all your floors in the building. Your all evac, you push that button, it'll tell the entire building they need to evacuate. And all alert will tell you that everybody should be on standby. There could be an issue. Then you have your selective page. You select that button, just like these other buttons as well. Then you can select what floor or what elevator you want to speak to. Then you have select evac. You hit that button, you would select what floor you want people to evac on, just that floor. Same with the selective alert. You would select your button, and then what floor to tell them, hey, you have an issue. Could be a water leak, saying, hey, if you see any water from the building. Could be anything like that.
So all the buttons on the left, it's a pre-programmed message, correct?
Correct, yes. All this here.
So once you key the mic,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Say you would select your selective page.
right?
Select.
So you don't speak into that mic, you just key it.
You speak into
Speak
it.
into it, okay.
You select your floor. Now that the light's green, now you're able to page. But then if you notice here, once you select it, there'll be a pre-announced tone on that floor. And once it goes down right to the page, testing, you hear testing, you'll be able to speak. As soon as you let go of it, nothing, you cue it again, wait for the tone, testing. It's that easy. They try to make it as less complicated as possible. But yeah, a lot of people use the select page and whatnot the most, because if they can't get to a certain floor, or to say there's a water leak, CO detection, anything like that, you can alert just that floor instead of the entire building. Also helps out for everyone rushing the doors, helps lessen, the confusion. Then since I didn't unselect, it's still green. Goes away. There you go. But yeah, then your batteries are down there. Every panel, like on the 4th floor or 14th floor and 8th floor, will have backup batteries as well. Even our power supplies have backup batteries. So just say God forbid the generator does stop, you'll also have your backup power. If the generator is running, it'll also tell you that your generator is running. You also see this power button now will flash, let you know that you lost AC, but you're on generator. Same with the fire pumps. Fire pumps are running, or they're failure to start, or low fuel. We'll also display this as a supervisory condition. So we monitor your generator, your snare pressurization, and the fire pumps also on this system. Every tamper and flow is connected to this system as well. All those points are monitored. You will be getting a zone list at one point when the building's fully done, because things do change, descriptions change, so we want to give you the best list that we can. You'll receive that. You also get a packet that'll have all the cut sheets for all devices as well, explaining to you, what's what and things like that. Then you have smoke detectors, your pull stations. Every device will get a new cut sheet. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Do you have any questions or nothing? No? All right, that's fine then.
Thanks, Ray.